Hey, what's up, everybody? Meowth here. We got a bunch of news today, and so I just wanted to record a short video talking about my reactions to some of the news, specifically about these two nerfs that have been announced that will be going live sometime next week that impact two pretty popular wild decks. So first of all, we're going to talk about Evocation. So Evocation is going from 1 mana to 2 mana, and this is actually a pretty big nerf to Quest Mage. Okay, so not only does it make it harder for those explosive Sorc Apprentice evocation turns, because now you actually have to pay mana for the evocation itself, it makes it a lot more difficult to have those consistent explosive games like Quest Mage. I know that's a little bit confusing to say, but because you can't generate evocation anymore off of stuff like Wand Makers or Spellkins that are running like Reno Quest Mage, Wand Maker might be running regular Quest Mage, because they can't generate evocation anymore. You're less likely to get those, and you're less likely to complete your quest super quickly. It will knock just normal evocation being 2 mana. It'll slow down Quest Mage just a little bit. I think it'll still definitely be running Quest Mage just because it's such a good card in that deck. But it does knock down Quest Mage just a little bit more, right? It's been hit just a little bit over and over and over and over again. But I'm okay with it because I absolutely hate playing that deck. But yeah, I will go ahead and say that Evocation being one of the best cards in the Quest Mage and going from 1 mana to 2 is a pretty damn big deal. It'll slow down Quest Mage a ton. The kind of the big boons to this are, of course, Reno Priest players love to see it, but also like Mali Druid and the new Tip the Scales OTK Paladin both love to see this because, they were kind of competing with Quest Mage as like that really quick combo deck to beat Priest. And now with Quest Mage getting worse, stuff like Malagos Druid and that UTK Paladin get a lot better. I guess maybe not a lot better. They'll see a lot more play, right? Because Quest Mage is now worse in comparison to this. But Quest Mage is not dead. You still definitely play Evocation in the deck, and you still probably can play that deck on ladder and be fine. more than fine. And then Astromancer Solarian. So the first half of it will still be 2 mana. Now the Prime is going from 7 to 9, which is actually a pretty massive nerf. So the only deck that this was really seeing play in was in Reno Priest, or not Reno Priest, Reno Mage, Luna's Pocket Galaxy Reno Mage. And so kind of how I see this nerf was very similar to like the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza nerf. Was this card was kind of like an oh shit panic button, right? It's kind of like Dragon Queen Alexstrasza used to be, where you were trying to find a 0 mana taunt or like Nazari or healing or something. Or like I've had multiple games where I've like played a Solarian on 7 because I don't have Reno and I need to try to clear the board, right? Or do something. But I've also had games where I like just play it on 7 for tempo, right? Hopefully I hit like a Deep Freeze or a Conjure's Calling, or I draw myself some cards. And so, or like generate some resources. And so when they go into 9, it's a big nerf to both the tempo and the shit button. But I will say you are playing LPG Mage, right? So I would say about half the time it's going to be 9 mana, but half the time it's going to be 1, just like it is currently right now. And so yeah, again, it's a small nerf, but I don't think Solarian Prime was the reason that LPG Mage was having a lot of success in the current metagame. And so while it will, kind of hurt the deck, I'm not sure if you still run it. You probably still do. But yeah, it's just a small little knock to LPG Mage. But these do make both of the decks a little bit worse, but you probably still play them in both. And so don't worry about dusting them. If you need the dust, feel free, because you do get the full dust refund for 2 weeks. But in general, I think they're both still going to be okay cards. They're just kind of slowly taking hits at this random generation that everybody's complaining about in Standard. And we're kind of getting hit a little bit in the collateral damage in Wild. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see both of these nerfs. Both of these cards do suck losing to, and with them being a little bit more expensive, you're going to be losing to them just a little bit less, which will feel good, But yeah, and then in a thread kind of discussing these changes, game designer Alec has also talked about potential buffs coming in the future. They're looking specifically at Standard to kind of increase the play rate and power level of some of the weakest classes. So looking specifically at like Warlock and Shaman that have been kind of dead in Standard for a little bit now. And so I'm kind of excited to see, what buffs and changes there might, make their way over into impacting Wild. We'll see when the time comes. I mean, I think both of the buffs that they did recently with Willow and Totem Goliath were pretty good. And Willow's still seeing a ton of play right now, so I'm excited to see what they do in the future. And then one last little piece of news is that there will be a Hearthstone fall reveal coming out next week, October 22nd at 11 o'clock EST, 8 a.m. PDT. I want to go ahead and say, make sure that you guys link your accounts because they are giving away free packs. So as long as you watch the fall reveal for 30 minutes, you will get up to 2 Skull and Knights Academy packs for free for just watching something that you're probably going to be watching anyways. But yeah, I want to go ahead and say I'm really excited for this because it is actually pretty early. We normally don't get like expansion announcements until the middle of November, and this is coming around the end of October. So I think that this is not expansion announcement, okay? But what it is, I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards it being the announcement of the new game mode because first of all, there's going to be a couple people talking. We're going to have the Hearthstone game director, as well as a bunch of people from the game design team that will be talking. Talking. And so for my initial predictions are going to be Ben Lee is going to be talking about this new reward system that has been like, I don't know if you guys remember the battle pass thing that got everybody up in arms, but this might be the revealing of like this new progression system or reward system. And then the game designers might be there, fingers crossed, to talk about the new game mode that's supposed to be coming in this expansion cycle. And for those of you guys that don't know, I'm really, really excited for the expansion cycle or the new, format, just because I want new ways to play the game mode. And my prediction is that we're going to get some sort of rotating constructed format. But I don't know. Like the last time they announced a new game mode, we got Battlegrounds. So maybe they're thinking even more outside the box than I am. But I'm excited to see what they have in store. So make sure you guys tune in next week and make sure you guys get those packs. And let me know in the comments below what you guys want this new format to be. But yeah, so between this and the 2 cards, we got some exciting news on the horizon for Hearthstone, which is exciting. And I'm excited to play this game. And I hope you guys are too. If you guys enjoy content like this, short little 5-minute review, make sure you guys drop that like and comment down below. And if you guys enjoy my content, make sure you guys check out all my other gameplay videos. There will be reviews and guides coming soon. So make sure you guys drop that subscription so that you guys know when they go live. And I will see you guys next time. Later.